welcome to this project demonstration. My name is Suraj Kushwaha and today I will be presenting my spell correction system, which is a tool that will automatically identify spelling mistakes, suggest correct alternatives and corrects words in both manual text input and CSV files. This project runs in Python using Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab, and I have already opened my notebook environment on Windows, as you can see on my screen. So basically, what is this project? This project is an intelligent spell correction system similar to tools like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, and Grammarly. It detects misspelled words, provides the best correction, and also shows a list of suggested alternatives. It even supports bulk correction through CSV files, which makes it useful for NLP tasks and dataset cleaning. So, what is the need of this project? We can ask. So, spelling mistakes are very common in writing, whether it's student typing assessment is there, professional writing reports, or data coming from external sources. So, an automatic spell correction system improves writing accuracy, reading clarity, professional presentation. This project can help students, writers, editors, data analytics, and AI pipelines to automatically clean, test, and correct spelling errors efficiently. So, what are the key benefits for this system? It improves the text quality, it saves the time also, it helps in real vocabulary and frequency, bulk correction, user friendly, extendable. Start our project running. So as you can see on my screen that I have already run my project. So let's again run my project so that we can see whether it is throwing any error or what. So basically what is this first trail telling us? So in the first trail we are installing libraries for Python. We use WordFreak to access a real English word list and word frequency data. We also install Gradio, which lets us build a user interface for our spell correction tool. This ensures our environment is ready for both processing and interactive usage. So let's run this. So you can see it is running. Basically in the second cell, we will be importing libraries and loading vocabulary. Here we have loaded and imported over top 50,000 English words into memory. This vocabulary acts as the reference dictionary for checking spelling. Using the real world word frequency data helps us prioritize commonly used words as better suggestion. So let's run this and see. So it is also working fine. The third cell is nothing but an algorithm which is called edit distance algorithm. Here this algorithm measures how many operations like insertions, deletions, or substitutions are needed to convert one word to another. This is the core logic behind our correction system, similar to what is used in Google and Microsoft product. So let's see one example so that we will be able to easily understand what actually this algorithm is doing. Gave APL as input and it has shown us apple which needs two operations, so distance is 2. Let's go to the next cell. So this is the another way, but this will what it will do is that it will generate some suggested words for the given word. We can compare the input word with each word in our vocabulary, calculate the edit distance, and filter those within a reasonable threshold, typically distance 2 or less. Then we sort suggestions based on distance and word frequency, so the most meaningful suggestions appear first. Let's go and see example for this as well, so that we will be able to understand how the meaningful suggestion will appear at first. So you can see that here for the environment it is suggesting some other words like which are related to environment only, like environment and environments. There can be other as well, but mostly these are the words which will be like suggested for the word environment. Let's take another example as well. For example, we have given like input as receive, which is just like the incorrect way of giving, as we have done the wrong here while uh, typing the word, but it will suggest some words receive, receive, and relieve. So the most meaningful is receive, and that is at first. Let's go to another cell. First run this cell. Yeah, it is working fine. Let's go to another cell and see what it is actually doing. So the next cell works for selecting the best correction. Here we choose the best correction from the suggestion list. The most relevant suggestion is selected based on closeness and frequency. If no suggestion exists, the original word is returned unchanged. So let's go and see the examples for this. So this is the example. We can see for receive, which we have typed mistakenly. So it will show some suggestions like receive, receive, and relieve, and the best correction will be receive, as it is meaningful and closest to the input which we have given. Let's go and run that cell and move to the next cell. So the next cell is correcting full sentence plus showing suggestions. So the thing is that it is not necessary that we will give only one word to correct or give suggestions for the word. We can give like full sentences also, so that it we can get the mistakes wherever it is, and we can correct that mistake. So let's go and run this as well. So basically this part what it is doing is that for each word it will show both the corrected version and a list of suggestions. By correcting the full sentences, let's go and see in the example. Yeah, for input better programming and environment, it will give suggestions for each word. For better, which we have typed as better, but it is wrongly typed. It is there is misspelled in the spelling, and it will show suggestions with correction like better, better, and meter. Then after for programming, which we have misspelled while typing, it will show programming. For environment also, it will show some suggestions. So at last, the output will be the word which will be the meaningful word which will be better programming environment with correct spelling. Let's go and run this cell. Yeah, it's working fine as well. Let's move to the next cell. Here, the next cell works as correcting words inside a CSV file. So it is not necessary that we just need to correct one word or a sentence. We can have a bulk of data set and we want to find any mistakes, or we want to find mistakes which are in that data sets. So we can have that facility in this as well. Let's run this cell as well. Yeah, it's working fine as well. So let's move to the next. And the next one is, it is nothing but a dashboard. Finally, we have created this dashboard so that it will be easier for the user to use this tool. So here in this app, there will be two tabs. The first one will be the manual input, where we need to type word or sentence and we can get the corrections which will be live. And we have another facility, that is uploading CSV file, and we can have multiple fixed words at once. With share option, we can generate a public link so anyone can use our spell correction tool online as well. Let's go and just type one word and a sentence so that we will be able to find how actually it is working. Let's type. So after submitting this, it will show corrected text and suggestion for that word. For this, it is showing some suggestions, and from these suggestions, it is taking the best and the meaningful word which is at first as the corrected text. We can do for a sentence as well. So it will give us some suggestions for each word and it will give the corrected word. Yeah, programming are important skills. So for programming it has corrected, for R it has corrected. We can say there is nothing wrong with R, so it has suggested the same thing we can see here. But for programming it has suggested, and for important there is some spelling misplaced, so it has so the suggestions. And for skills it has so some different words as well as a suggestion: skills, sales, scalls, sales, etc. So we can say that it is giving the best possible words which we required along with the suggestions, so that we can be able to find out what actually are the words which are related to it. Okay. So we can say that this project demonstrates a working spell correction tool, and also we can further extend this project according to our need in the future. So at last I want to thank all for watching this demonstration. Feel free to ask any questions if there is. Thank you.